Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Timberborn. And I believe we're on episode 32 now. And you join us in a bad situation. Day 50, cycle 21. And we've got 59 days of a drought left. The game kind of cheesed me. It was a really quick 113-day drought, followed by this 84-day drought. Just after 26 days of good water, it didn't leave us any time at all to fill the reservoirs, to fill the water, get food. It was just a bit miserable, really. And you can see right now that I'm taking every last drop of water out of the reservoirs I could. It did manage to kind of fill to the bottom of this line, so there was water, but we were out of everything. We've had to start again, and also the beaver population was non-existent, and you can see they're all dying of thirst. That's coming from the food district. That's where they're dying of thirst at the moment because of the water problem. Remember that once a drought happens, we can't move beavers around colonies, but I can control what goes across and delivered in the borders, and right now they don't have any water over there. The food over here is 5,000. The food in here is 2,000. It's just not great. Do you know what? I'm gonna let these guys have some water for a little bit and see if we can get them some water, because we need that food over here. We were trying to build up a beaver population so we could focus on creating more food for these droughts, and everything just had to stop. It had to stop really quickly because we went into management mode to try and get these beavers to survive as long as I possibly can. In 58 days, 21,000, it's not good. The only reason I'm giving these guys a little bit more water is I need to get the food out of here and into here. And in order to be able to do that, we need to get them to build the actual food storage that we planned. So we're going to start by making that priority to try and get them to build it. There's a lot to build on that. Right, let's speed up time. I don't even know if we have any beavers in. Oh, I do have builder beavers. That's a good sign at least. Those builder beavers will focus on building this storage, and then we can probably get some of this food out. Oops. We can get some food out of our food district. It's holding a lot. I mean, we could always change the... We could always, for now, we could always switch these over until it's built. So if that's got aubergine, let's switch you to this. And then on our build, we change you to mangroves and just switch these around a little bit. Hopefully that will mean that they will export more of this stock. That's corn, isn't it? Do I have any other empty warehouses I can take advantage of that? I could... probably not really. I think we'll start with this and see what they do. Well, there's no one working on... There's 3 adults left. Let's stop all of this stuff and have them working. Ugh. Pause all of that. Nope, still not. Nothing going on in there, so pause that. We have 1. Where are the rest of these beavers working? Where are they working? Let's pause this stuff. Running out of places to spot them. There's 3 adults here, and I don't know where they are. Oh, maybe they're one of these. Did that get you? Oh, I got another one. There's a sneaky beaver somewhere. Won't be in any of these places. Oh, there's 4 now. Okay. Oh, maybe in there. Oh, maybe it was there. There we go. Got them all. All right. They're exporting logs. It's not great, really. I was kind of hoping that they would export more of the food, but it seems like they're holding on to that for the moment. Oh, corn rations are going out. Okay, I move. It looks like they're collecting some berries from up there. At least that's a good thing. So we're running out of water in the reservoir. They are pumping out as much as they can. It's just on the peak of 21 there. There you go. The eggplants are now... There we go. That's what we wanted to see. We wanted to see them exporting that. I am going to cut these off again, though. We're just not going to have enough water to survive if I'm not careful. Over here, we have 44 beavers. They are mining. They are making metal blocks for us, which is the whole point of this. It looks like we've got some wooden planks being made as well, although we are running low on wood. We do have some lumberjacks that are taking these trees out, which is good. Though I can't see them working at the moment. But that will get me some building materials to work with, which is great. And that's about all the excitement that's really happening. It looks like there's a... Okay, well there are some, like, they are building Reservoir 3, look. That's what they're using that wood for. Not sure that's the best use of the wood right now, but that's where we're at. The annoying thing about that drought was we didn't even have any chance to even start planting trees and forests to really stand a chance of getting this colony going back to where it was. I'm even considering doing a fast forward video and getting through this drought. And I think I might do that. There's not really much else that's going on. I've stopped water going in there. We'll come back and have a conversation about water in the other one, because that's a lot of beavers that will last a lot of days and not a lot of water. We need to work out what that looks like. I might have to cut off Metal District. But I'll have a think about that later. We're going to do what we did on a previous video a few episodes. Oh, that's finished, look. Did they do it? Yeah, they did. I want to make that priority. I want them to not waste that resource. Okay. We're gonna pause. Or not pause. I'm gonna speed up time. And you guys can sit back, watch what happens. We'll keep an eye on the water numbers. We'll keep an eye on the food numbers and make a decision about what we're going to do with metal. I can probably make that decision now, though. I don't want to be giving... I want them to survive to the next round. And I do think on the next PERMADEATH series that we are not allowed to stop water being delivered to colonies. That is not a rule right now, so I can do it. But it feels a little bit wrong. And by the way, I love the look of this. It kind of makes me want to make a face to make it look like it's like vomiting this disgusting water. But that does look cool. It's going to look even better when you've got all the reservoir working around this. You can mix the dirty water and the clean water if you make some tunnels for it. It's not going anywhere, look. It's good design, that. Right, I'm going to speed it up. I'll see you in a bit. All right, let's take a look at what's going on. I've just come back into the room, and there doesn't seem to be any resources of any time. Let's slow this down and have a look at what's going on. I've got 117 beavers. There is no water in the center, so the very first thing we're going to do is let's turn these waters on. It's always dangerous leaving the room and letting them play. You never know what you're going to come back into. Looks like I might have just got here in time. There's only 327 food left in this district. We need to start planting quickly. There is, well, it just used every resource that I have available to me. I've never actually seen that in all the times I've ever played this game. I normally have something in stock, not just one. We've got 2 metal blocks, and that's quite funny because we've been needing metal blocks for ages, and we've got more of those than anything else. Okay. Wow. There really isn't anything anywhere. What's going on over here? 48 beavers. Pretty much out of food. They do have a bit of water. 36 days left. All the beavers and food must be dead by now. Yeah, they're dead, and that's where all the food is. Look, we managed to get some of it out. Right, let's speed up time. And oh, that was already had beavers in it. We need to get them planting food as quickly as we can. We may as well take the lumber out of here. There's no point wasting it if we can use it. Okay, do we have any? Yeah, we do. All right. Okay, so we may as well get, we get some logs going again. Make use of that. Get planting some crops in the middle here. Do we also... It makes me wonder if I get this one going as well. We probably should. Let's turn that one on as well. We'll get him planting something if there is anything. Okay, yep, that's working. Okay, so we're getting some water, which means we're planting some more crop up here. That's great. We've got crop growing down here. We are taking the wood out of there. Let's turn you on so you can plant the berry bushes and replant some of these trees once they've been chopped. I've got a feeling there might not be a lot. There's only seedlings there, and I mean there are a few mangroves. Yep, same to you too. There's a few trees here we can take the wood out of, but it's mainly seedlings. I don't think it had time to grow in the last cycle. But there's a few things there we can have. Right, he's planting new trees, which is good. And then they should become an adult before, well, 4 days into the new cycle. No, what I'm saying, about 4 days before the new cycle, we'll get those will become adults. But got 16,000 water, 34 days left. A lot of beavers. I'm gonna speed up time again in a moment once I'm satisfied that they're not gonna starve to death. I think some of them are. I don't think there's enough food here at all. I've given them the best chance I can. Yeah, okay, so they're planting berries. They've got food. That's all planted out. And they're chopping some wood down in the middle to Give it a little bit of resource, but I've never seen that before. It's just nothing left. It's because they keep giving this stuff. These gear factories are going to be totally pointless because it's just going to do it on its own. I might even destroy them. There's no point to them. These are probably better to be treated planks. Treated plank paces than they're... Do you know what? That's not a bad idea. Although if it is treated planks, then I need to also build this at the back, and we're going to change these to treated planks. There we go. There we go. All right, treated planks. Right, I'm going to leave these guys doing what they do. There's probably no reason... Well, I mean, they are taking stuff up here, so... I'll just leave it over here for a little bit longer. Okay, I'll be back in a bit. Okay, we're back again. Let's take a look at where we are and what's going on. I can see they've done a lot of work on Reservoir 3 and they keep getting wood from somewhere, so I'm not really sure where that's coming from. There's 10,000 water, 32 beavers. Oh boy, we lost a lot. Did they die of starvation? I don't know. It's gone too far down. I have started to see that berries have come back in and we're starting to get baby beavers again, which is good. So those berry bushes must have matured. Let's go and take a look at what's happening in the colony. So they are growing food, which probably saved them actually. I don't think there's not a lot of food left. Yeah, there's only 1,000 food and the berries have only just started to grow. We have these 2 berry fields, which is encouraging to see. I'm happy with that. And we've got some mangroves growing. Oh, that's where they're getting the wood from. They're getting the wood from cutting down these mangroves, I bet. I'm not too upset about that, actually. I think if they're getting wood from there and allowing them to carry the construction on, we should probably let them do that. Now, there's no one in there. Okay, I kind of want there to... We kind of need these to be planted. Well, these are turned on. There's no reason... I bet they've been on. There's no reason for those to be working. It's just taking out water that should be in the field. I really want... Okay, let's pause that. I really want this to work. We are... Let's pause those. I think I would prefer... Sorry for the annoying noise. I think I would prefer there to be foresters. Then this is where the decisions become really difficult because I don't have a lot of adult beavers and all the jobs are doing are quite critical. So we're going to stop all of the construction to try... Oh my. I need them planting the trees. How far down the run is that planting place? I'm going to change my idea. I'm going to stop them cutting down the mangroves. And he is important, but not as important as this guy. Oh, wow. I can't believe that. I can't believe that woodcutter place is so far down. It's dangerous me turning off a resource like that, but I really want him planting these trees. These trees are important for the next stage of our build process, and we need them planting as soon as we possibly can. So we've got a beaver in there doing that. We've got no beavers anywhere. This is... It's just reached that really irritating point of the game again where we're going to have to build up the beaver numbers. Maybe instead of focusing on planting, we should get the extract working. Let's do that, because if the extract works, we can grow adult beavers. And then that will allow me... Oh boy. Isn't looking good, is it? I want to get one of these working. Cannot believe that I've got so few beavers. Okay. Right, that is running, and because that is running and there's no builders, they should put it straight into these breeding pods. I hope. Let's see. Because that's going to fast track my beaver. That'll fast track my beaver population. And they're adults immediately, so they can work straight away. They're all dying of old age. And the problem with these breeding pods is they all die of old age at the same time, because they all finished at the same time. I don't know the nicer way to say that without sounding disgusting. But they're doing a great job there. That's going to power these. We've got berries, we've got extract going into them. This is going to give us a lot of adults very quickly. And these have all been finished as well, which means I can remove these 5, because that was the plan. Remove the 5, replace the 5, and add new ones. But these are going to be removed. And these are going to be removed as well. And all this is going to be moved over here once they get it finished. Okay, it's on medium priority. Got 3 days. And then the water returns. These actually take quite a long time, don't they? Well, with any luck, they're going to put it in these as well. Yeah, there they go. Okay. So these are going to come in play. 9,000 water left. No beavers, no food, not great. I just forgot how terrible they were at taking water out of reservoirs, this faction of beavers. And when the new waters come, we're going to focus on the farming areas, getting more food. We're going to get them focused on building this area here and extending our crop. We could even come down to this level in here as well, look. We could do that. There's no reason why we couldn't do that. Yeah, we could come down onto this plateau here as well. Probably put another metro station in here. That'll work well. Dynamite in here. It's looking pretty good. They're not going to be able to make it to that section though. So let's fix that now. There we go. And we will make this important. I have put the drain in. I don't know if that drain, how far that drain goes down. Does it go all the way to the bottom? It does. We can remove all of that. We don't need it. All right, one day. Let's get the colony ready. Turn that off. Turn that off. Turn these on. Oops, not that one. And I can't remember, did I have this open? Yeah, so that needs to be closed. Right, we should turn that one on. Right, we should be good to go there. I don't want to turn on the water pumps because that will then remove beavers from this, and they are doing a great job creating extract right now, which is going into the breeding pods, which is going to give us a boost on beaver numbers. And that's critical right now. There we go. Cycle 22 begins. The water returns to Oakenwood. We should have happy beavers again. Let's hope that it goes longer than it did last time. The game really cheesed me. I can't believe it only gave me like 24 days of good water. But we have that satisfying moment where all the waterfalls start pouring into Reservoir 1 and it starts to fill. And we should hopefully see, there it goes, a pump going, which is going to feed into, I'm going to do some work here, right? Open that. And then it starts to feed into the food district. I don't want to move any beavers around just yet. I kind of need to get the numbers up first before we do that. We do have adult trees. It's good to see. Oh, I hate this limbo stage of the game. It's making the right decisions. And I don't know what they are right now. Don't know what those right decisions are. We're getting some berries up the top there, which is good to see. We should be getting berries at the bottom as well. got no water pumps working at the moment. I do need to do that. Why aren't they working? Oh, there's no logs. Damn it. All right, get some beavers cutting down these trees. I forgot, there we go. Now it's got logs, it's gonna work. Okay, so we're getting some extract back in, we'll get some new beavers. Both extract places are working now. That's good. I bet they just left. Yeah, they did. Are they at least using it? Yeah, they are. They are still using it. Okay, well that's good. While they start building this up, let's go and have a look at the food district, and it would make sense for us to use this area down here as well. This Badwater is going to be it's going to be diverted once Robot gets finished. And I know that's a long time away. But for now, let's put a metro station in here. And then we'll put in a spiral staircase here. Down it goes. Looking good. And then we're going to make do I follow? I guess I could follow the line. That works, doesn't it? So we'll do our new technique that we learnt on this series. Down one more. Ooh. Oh, that was horrible. That was a disaster. I'm normally pretty good at that. Let's come into there. All right. Okay, so that will deal with that leading edge. We do need to have one in there. We could drop it down. Let's drop it down to there. And then we'll go into the underground cave here. Oh, that's not going to work, is it? No. We'll go there. And then this one can go down to. That'll work. And then just going to finish off that line there. And then we're going to go forward this way. And then we're going to go like that, which will allow us to have a pathway. Ones like this, And then we can put a farm on it. Put a farm there. Put a farm there. Right, what crop shall we put down here? First of all, what crop is up here? I don't know what that is. Is it one of those? Nope, it's not one of those. They're soybeans. Got a load of soybeans there. Let's have... Let's do half and half down here. Kind of hoping this fixes the balancing problem that we have on the top. Okay. They'll only start building this once that monorail station gets that metro station gets built, because there's no other pathway to get to it except for that. I could come across the water there. We could do that. Let's do that. I lose a little bit of planting area, but it's better for the district to be able to cross there. I'm not bothered about going up to the top there. I'm gonna have to put a sluice in, otherwise we'll just lose all the water, but I'm pretty happy with that. I think we're missing some trees from up here. Trees. There we go. Okay. Don't really think there's any more room in food to go anywhere. Unless we're going to take this area with trees in the end. We could come out here a little bit, but it starts to kind of impose on this other district here. We could come out and take that land there if we need to, but it's getting a long way from the district centre. But if we need more food, we can always expand out here and bring the metro out further. We'll see about that in the future. They have been putting a lot of work in on robot in the bot district. Look at this monster. It's just insane to see it like this. It's going to be interesting how much they build if I got it right, so that they can build all of that. It is looking good, look. I'm glad I put my windows in. It looks amazing, that animation. Oh, hold on, I'm losing. Oh, is that okay? What is happening there? There's a bit of leak going on. I'm not that bothered about it right now. Ugh, this is getting messy. Can they get here? Oh, didn't like that. Yep. So they are really pushing forward with the aqueduct that takes it to Reservoir 3, and Reservoir 3 is looking good as well. Right, while we did all of that, we've managed to get 55 beavers. I kind of want to focus on this area for now. So I'm going to turn on that water pump. I'm going to make you auto. You're set to auto, and I'm going to put a beaver in there as well to start planting these trees. Let's put a lumberjack in here so they can take all of those trees from there, and let's also put a beaver in there to plant, because water's going to be getting to the level where they can do that soon. In fact, he's already planted one tree there already. That's good. So he's taking those trees. He's planting that. That water's gonna flood out of there. And then he's going to be able to plant down there. Get that resource going. I also want to get this one working as well. Let's send... Oh wow, some beavers survived in the metal district. 7 beavers with 3 babies. I had no idea that anyone was alive in that district still. Hey look, that's a win. That's the first time beavers have survived a drought in that district, so we should celebrate that. Don't need you in there for now. So we have a beaver here planting trees. They're going to get these pods going. Those will put working out there. Oh, of course it took a beaver from there. Okay. Planting crops. He's planting trees. This is good progress. I want you next. Okay, day 12. We are going to have to start the water pods really soon. In fact, we're going to turn them on now. We're going to turn these on. We need to start collecting water. The game cheeses us like it did last time. Kind of want to be ready for that. All right, all of the birthing pods are filled out, even the ones up here, which is great. We'll start getting some water in storage. There we go. Planting trees, this is good to see. How about here? Not yet. There it goes. Oh, he has tried to plant some, it just probably the water ran out pretty quick. There he goes. Oh, now he's just gone home. He planted 2 and then went home. Well, that's about right. It's going to take a long time for the water to get up to that level. We're in that management section of the game. Yeah, we worked out what the problem was down here, didn't we? Disgusting. Can't remember why I haven't blocked this off. Quite tempted. Do you know what? I'm going to put some... Put some sluices down here and fix this problem. I don't want this bad water coming down here anymore. And we may as well dynamite this now. So satisfying. Nice. Okay. Then we're going to turn those on and get more wood in a moment when we get rid of all this bad water. Actually, how are we going to get rid of that bad water? I guess we could replace it with... Oh, is that going to work though? Say we could replace it with good water. If I set that sluice high enough, we can flush it out. Should be fine. Okay, what is going on? 54, that's a good number. We've still got 10, so they are not moving anything over. Oh, hold on. Manage distribution, water. Okay. So we'll send them some water, because I don't think they have any right now. Let's turn those on, and we're going to send another 10 beavers across to food. Okay, they're getting water and they're pumping water out. That's good. We have 3 beavers not doing anything. So let's turn on another farm. Turn these 2 on. Okay, that's good. We out of berries. No, we've got berries being picked. So, no. Got berries, they're just not putting them in the... Just going to see a high influx of beavers because of all of this. Remember, I can still delete these ones because I wanted to move these because I need to redo this whole area. Okay. 83, 50. Well, I mean, he's trying to plant them. There he goes. He plants like 4 and then goes home. It's like it overfills at the same point of the day where he doesn't get a lot done. I know he's going for 5. World record, day record 6. Wow. Okay. Okay, fair enough. He's putting in the work now. Okay. Is that reached? Oh, I thought that had reached. It's miles off reaching that gate. Okay. I know I'm just spinning around looking at things, but it's not a lot going on, I'm afraid. Okay, we are back. I left them alone for a little bit longer to get some numbers up. They're not as high as I thought they would be. This district does incredibly well at getting beavers. It's up at 21 already on its own. I can't believe this one survived that drought. How's food doing? 19 and 4. One of them died. I mean, it's not great, is it? And then these guys are at 51. Okay, so if they're at 51, let's get some... Oh, wow, okay. Let's get some of these factories going again. They're all set to 3. They really shouldn't be. Okay, these guys set to that. We'll have one set to that. Okay. Turn these on as well. One of them set to that. You, dynamite. Only one of them. Yeah. Yeah. You. That's all the factories turned back on. I'm not too fussed about the farms because food districts should be growing crops soon. All the beavers are currently in the water pumps where they really need to be. After that last the game did to me last time wasn't great. These need to be set to maximum because I want turn those back on again. I want the extract because that's going to give me new beavers quickly. Population boom is what we need. And I imagine this water is not going up very quickly with all these pumps working. They've been going for ages and it's only got 12,000 water. Like, this faction's water storage is horrible. Those pumps are so inefficient. That is so far away. Okay. What's going on over here? I can't imagine this working because I don't think I've got any planks. So I'm tempted to empty out the whole of metal into oaken wood. Let's evacuate the metal district. They're not doing anything. And we'll put them into here, which should then give me some wooden planks are being made now, and treated planks are being made. That's going to help us for the future. I mean, we ran out of all resource. There was nothing left. They're starting to harvest more plants, which is good. Those numbers are going up. Okay, let's turn on the food factories. Okay, so the food production is now going again. Okay, so food production is happening. We'll turn on the builders. Planted some trees at least. This guy's not needed anymore, so he can go and do something useful for a bit. Yeah, they're pulling water out. That's great. We are full to the brim on this crop. We don't need these open right now. Turn those off because we've got maximum storage on it. May as well go and do something more useful, like gather the mangroves. And now we're out of Badwater. Okay. There we go. Badwater, get me more extract. Day 25. Are we going to get past day 27? That's where the game tripped us up last time. We got to day 27 and it tripped us up. I'd quite like to get water into this channel a lot earlier than it is. I'm having to use a... How long it's taking. That's not even all them built yet. We've got a load more being built. I've got this set up right, haven't I? Yeah, water is... Yeah, it is set up properly. It's just not bringing enough water into the crater. Okay. Right, what's going on? Do we have... Right, we need some builder beavers. We are going to get some builder beavers going, and we are going to get that built. Oh, no, not you. Send them to food. 33. Does we have enough? We've got 2. I want more. We're gonna get that thing built. We're gonna get it built, and we're gonna get it working. There we go. Right. What do I need to do to get this to work? A very, very long underground tunnel. Okay. That means I need to focus the dynamite on that section there. And then we can do that safely. We can do that safely. That's safe to do. That's probably not safe to do. Okay, well, we'll leave those guys doing that. And then we need to dig down a tunnel so we can create the water connection from this to reservoir 2. So these guys are going to finish that dynamite by the looks of it. It's nice to see we got this dynamite coming in that quickly. Nearly done it. Can they reach all of this? Probably not from that platform, they can't. Let's wait for another day. A couple more pieces. One more. Destroy that. put in one. Oh no, one of those. Oh no, don't do that. Series of unfortunate clicks. There. Probably don't need to make this important, but I'm going to. Computer's doing weird things again. Come on, behave. Okay, one more bit of dynamite there. We can blow all of this now. And then start to put threes in. That one. The problem is, I don't want to go... I don't want to go all the way to the floor because there's no point. Probably needs to come as low as this because that's the last sluice. Although we are thinking of coming into there as well, aren't we? I don't know. Some decisions to make on that. Let's do that. And now we've got a clean base to plant in. The bit that I want to focus on that looks like, if that's, hold on. If that's the case, we just need twos. Hold on. I don't know if I blow up around that, if that's going to break that. I guess we'll find out. I can always fix it if it does break. Gotta be careful here. These are not threes. These are meant to be twos. Okay, does that? All right. There we go. Make this important. And also, I wonder where we go. Let's go and have a look below the ground. We go that way. Why do we go that way? Oh, hold on. I don't think that's the end of my... Oh, no, it's not. That just goes... Oh, this thing goes way deeper. Right, so we're going down here. Go straight on. Oh, I'm not going to have enough room, am I? Oh, I could do. Hold on. No, I'm not. Oh, that's annoying. Okay. There's another way that we can do this. We can do this another way. We're going to blow up this dynamite here. Like that. And then, oh, that is a lot of water movement. Have I done something? No, I didn't. I thought that was past trauma from a very early episode when I did that and lost all my water in a drought. We don't want to be doing that again. Okay, that goes there, that goes there, that goes into there. Now those are set to 3s, so I may as well put that in as well. Put some 3s in. That's going to go down to there and blow that out, but it's still going to be the problem of let's just make this important. Okay, it's still going to have a problem of how we get down there. Does that help me? I don't think that helped me, actually. Because we need to... I know this looks strange, but this is experience. I need to get down to the floor. So where that one blows out, we can go straight down and then create the path under the floor. Now, we learnt that on a previous episode I did about creating these tunnels. Okay, so I'm happy now that that's going to work. Now we need to go to metal side, wherever that is. Where's metal? There it is. And I'm going to get them to focus on this tunnel. This tunnel is the water that feeds in from Reservoir 3. So the work that we've done is we've created a tunnel from 2 to 3 that comes underground so water can just come straight through here. So we can get water into this as soon as we possibly can. And I'm happy with that. Right, we're going to let them... They can get there, can't they? Yes, they can. Okay, we're going to let them continue and build that. How much beavers have we got? We've got 188 beavers. And we've got 16 beavers not doing anything. 5 of them are here. Well, that is not good. Let's turn on the hauling post because that will speed up all of the work that they're doing. And we have some adult trees. So let's start cutting those trees down. Got some adult trees here as well. Let's put this one on. Okay, getting some adult trees, which is amazing to see. That's going to get me... I mean, we do have a lot of lumber already. And we have 104 metal blocks. Are they all over the... They should be everywhere. They shouldn't... 60... Yeah, they are. They're being transported all over. It's because there's not many builders here at the moment. Now we've got 11 beavers not doing anything, and they are all here. We have 11 beavers not doing anything. We have trees now. So let's get those being cut down. That's exciting. We can turn that on to get some beavers in there. That's good. Great, they're working. And we've still got more beavers not doing anything. I am so tempted to build another builder's post. I can squeeze one in here, look. Because there's so much building going on here right now. We're going to build one of those. That will take up another 4, so we will have 1 spare beaver. going to make sense for us to turn one of those on, because these guys cannot be far away from being adults. They're not great. I thought they'd be... closer than that. Oh, what was that one? 96. Oh, yeah, they are. They're about to. Okay, so we've got 4, but that's okay because they're going to go into there very quickly. There we go. There's the 4. Now we have 4 more builders, and they can concentrate on one of our other bits and pieces. Okay, let's make those a 1, and then let's speed up that build. Okay. Got a load of wood. They're really driving. I kind of want to get down to here so I can build that tunnel, that water tunnel as well. Let's speed up this process as well, because this is the water tunnel that takes us to Reservoir 1 for our water. And this is our experiment. This was what we spoke about with the Romans when they built an aqueduct to get across a chasm. They'd build the aqueduct higher on one side than the other one, the water pressure would build it. I think I spoke about Chatsworth House. If you didn't check that out, Chatsworth House in the UK, they have a very large fountain that's powered by a folly aqueduct from a lake above, and it's like a 60-foot fountain based on the pressure that I'm talking about. Go and check it out. It's pretty cool. Wow, they got that done quick. Okay, and then it looks like we have a load of 2s. There we go. That's looking good. Now we've got some extra. We've got 8 builders here. Look how they are putting the work in. I've got to be careful because I don't want to kill them. There we go. Right, that is good. Now we should be able to get down to here. And when that's done, we can then build. I'm kind of hoping this is the bottom. I actually don't know if that is, actually. I didn't check. It looks like it goes somewhere. Let's go and let's have a look. Where did I get to with this? Where does it go? Okay, well, we don't need that one. Oh. Oh, this isn't the bit I was looking for, is it? This just... Okay, well, fine. You know what? That's disappointing. Thought it went further than that. So I wonder where the... Where's the main... Oh, that one there. Where is that? Oh. Okay, I did need that then. So it's actually this one that goes all the way. Oh, that is a lot deeper. We're not going to be able to come this way with it, that's for sure. This is going to have to be built from the other side. Oh, that is a long tunnel. I said I wouldn't build these anymore. Okay. So where does this come out? Oh, fun. It's in the middle. That's great. Okay. Fun. Never mind. They will carry on doing what they need to do. That's fine. We're not getting any decent water in this for a while until that bit gets sorted out. Now, let's have a bit of a checkup. We have 39 here, one beaver not doing anything again. Very soon, I'm just going to have to start up the hauling posts. I can put another forester in there, lumberjack beaver, and he can get those trees. That's great. What about here? We have 114 beavers and 29 jobs that need filling. May as well turn that on. And I think we've got to that point again where we can turn on. Yeah, we've got enough resources now. Let's turn on the build, and then we're going to elevate. Oops, that one, that one. All right. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28. We've got 28. Oh, no, I don't. Got 28 builders. 28 builders. We have 28,000 stored water. I think our highest was 32 when we were at the peak before. There we go, look, they're building all of the dynamite. And they are probably going to be bringing a lot of wood over to Reservoir 3. I'm going to get them to focus on building this area here because we are falling behind on extract. Okay, got those 3, and then I also need to make sure that these are done because this is the power for these buildings. So I need my power. And oh, one of those, one of those, one of those, and one of those. And just need to make sure that I keep up with the important things. Okay. What does this need? Gears and planks. Well, we have a lot of both of those. I think they're just focusing on putting this dynamite in, which they've done. Let's do that. Okay, turn off the water so I can see what I'm doing. Destroy that. And then we need a 1 there. And then we're going to put this back together. There's a path there. We don't need this anymore. And then we need a load of 3s. Day 49. This is treating me much better than last time, which is good. And we're making the most of the water while we have it. I think everything that can pump water is. Yeah. And those are all prioritized by the haulers. Now, we've only got one hauling station, and we probably need a lot more than that. So we're going to put another 2 hauling stations in there. And then we're going to plant some more blueberry bushes in this space that's been left. Like that. Okay. Well, they're going as fast as they can. It doesn't feel fast enough. For these guys, I think they are. I think they're building them slowly. Ugh, I can't be doing this slowly. Losing my patience a little bit on this. Right, this all looks like it's ready to work. Yeah, it is. This looks like it's all ready for us to destroy the dam here, to let that come through. But it's not. I mean, there's only 2 of them working back here, so we could probably do that now. Let's do that now. Lots of little things happening everywhere. Let's make that important. I've got to do them one at a... No, I don't need to do them one at a time, because there's another one. There's a platform over the top. Okay. Right, they'll get round to that, and then our Badwater is going to be diverted. And to do that properly, I need to make that important. And let's hope they do those before they do that, but time will tell on that. Then we can remove all of this. We won't need this anymore. In fact, we can probably collect this. Yeah, we can collect that. Because there should be a lot of metal blocks and stuff there. Although saying that, we've got 252 metal blocks within the colony. We've got quite a lot of resource now. $121. We have 4 beavers not doing anything, and that has to be, yeah, it's in the food district. Could make this more efficient and turn these guys on. All right, we'll start by filling that one up first. So then the haulers can do what they need to do. Getting a lot of wood now. This is looking good because they've been dynamiting underneath here. It's a lot more crop. How about metal? What's going on over here? Are they doing what I wanted them to do? They can actually get to where I'm asking them. Why extract? It's extra. I mean, there's not a lot of it there. They don't seem to be using it, and I don't know why. I don't know why they seem to be using it in the birthing pods, but they're not using it for building. Oh. It's because there are no builders to build. That would be why. I think I just saw some beavers go down there. I did. They just came out. There we go. That was the problem. All right. Now we'll get some movement. Great. So we've got some movement there. What about down here? I can't remember. Yes, I did work out. It's all happening underground though, isn't it? Let's go and have a quick look. Oh, okay. That's going to be a little bit more tricky. They have pathways. Can they get there? Where does this... Yeah, they can. Just a lot going on. All right. This is looking better. They've done this. So we just need to go down and connect up our line. Boy. Slow process. Slow. How do we speed this up? Well, I guess we can... Well... We can speed it up by... Let's put these on this. This is normally a no-no. It's normally... Oh, there we go. Drought approaching. What's it going to do to me this time? What is it going to do this time? I think... does make me think about... Oh, they're going to do it. We're here just in time to see this. There it goes. Just through here. It's down there, and then it's going to exit through there. And I have just realised what I did there, which is why that doesn't work. Let's fix that. And who's this been supplied by this one? Okay. All right. Oh, now we actually get to see if this works, don't we? duplicate B. There we go. Goes there. Make that important. And then we need to add some power. Oh, that might not work actually. I think what I need to do is destroy that. Put a power in there. Like that. And then put that on top. Okay, B goes on there. Do that. Okay, and then U, B, and that finishes that. Okay. Good. Got one little block there to finish, and then that'll be this diverted. And then we won't need this anymore. These beavers are tired. Look how slow they go. Ugh. Need to get coffee. That's something I need to do. I could put some coffee plantation down. That will speed them up. All right. Got one more. I thought he'd deliver that and leave. And then we've diverted this water because we've already got bad water coming out of here. Whether this is going to be diverted somewhere else, it's going to be going this way. Yeah, so they've diverted that. Okay. What we'll do is we will make one of the bad water ones important and one of the extract ones important, and then we can start removing. We can just destroy them both. We don't need them. I'm tempted to leave the metro here. Okay, they're just going to grab all of that resource. I don't want to see it go to waste. I'm tempted to leave the metro there. We are going to have to cap this one now, so it flows. Oh, it's got a cap on it. Okay, I've already started to plan something there. Let's somehow find a way to get... Oh, wow. Okay, that is a distance, but I need to do it. Okay, this way. Come this way. We're going to go around here. Going to go across here, and then 3, 2, stairs and stairs. This way to here, And then we're going to make this a priority build. Like that. Okay. We've removed all of that. It's pretty quick work. 88 days. 88 days. Okay. Is it a drought, so all of the bad water's going to stop, isn't it? Yeah. All the bad water's going to stop. That's okay. You're going with all of that. Okay. Dynamite's going that way. How are we doing with these? Ah, that's going to be bad water. I'm going to prioritize it. And we're going to copy that. There, there, and there. And then you... Oh, you've already been done. Prioritized. There. Okay. Well, I guess I don't need these to be as important as they were before. But what I am going to do is destroy these. Make that important. And destroy that. Look at the resources that I've just destroyed from there. And we're also going to destroy dynamite factory here and the dynamite factory there. Yeah, that's fine because the power... Oh, no, I've just cut the power to this. Okay, let's... For now... Oh. Okay, just make this important. Destroy this, this, and this. Don't need that. Don't need that. Okay, that'll fix that. So that's now saying that's got no power. Why doesn't that... Oh, did that get its power? Okay, that got its power from being next to the dynamite factory. There we go. Okay. That's good. You've got 8 beavers that are exposed. I wonder where that happened. I don't know where that happened. Strange. One of those, 2 of these need to be on. We'll do those 2. Got no power on that one yet because we haven't got this one built, but it's probably not that far away. It needs gears, which we don't have many. That's probably because they're all being used in this. Yeah. It's okay. They will make more. In fact, we need a lot of gears. Probably should have kept that gear factory going now, thinking about it. Can't win. Right, I think we should probably leave it there. Not much going on. Not much going on. What I am going to do, though, is delete these. because we have replaced their number and increased their number over here. So we can, by the rules, remove those from there. I'm redoing this whole colony at the bottom here. It needs more food storage. It's just too old for. It's just not being used for what it should be being used for now anymore. So we need to go away from this central crater having all of the factories in it, and they're expanding out to the sides. That's fine. I'm okay with that. And we should be going through a massive boom of build. We've got 300 metal blocks. They've used all the logs though. That surprises me. Wow. There were nearly 1,000 logs in the colony, and they've got through those really quick. It's probably because I turned on all of those beavers. That's an awful lot of wood going out. And it looks like they're going up to Reservoir 3 at the back there quite a lot. That's probably where it's going to. So we've been hit by an 85-day drought. We have 14,000 food. We have 32,000 water, which is, funny enough, the same amount we had last time we were hit by a drought. Maybe that's the maximum we can get before it levels out with this many beavers. I don't know. We're going to focus on those underground water tunnels. We're going to get those done so we can get water over to metal. That's going to be a priority for me to get water over there. But we've hit a bit of a limbo moment on this game. I know there's been a lot of fast-forwarded footage in this episode, and we need to kind of think about what the next state of play is. And for me, I think it's going to be focusing on getting the monument built, and either we win or lose this playthrough, and then we can think about the next permadeath one and what that looks like. But until then, some things to think about. Thank you for watching, and take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one. I think this is going to be an interesting mix of video. This is new territory for me on this series, where we've kind of got to a bit of a limbo state, but it's a big limbo state where we're trying to get the balance of beavers right so they can focus on their build. And I don't want to make boring content. I'm sure you guys will have your opinion on that. And most of this video is probably going to be sped up and put together. I'm going to keep talking over it though. And what I use, what I don't, well, it'll lose in the edit. But I still want this series to have a full picture of what a playthrough on this game looks like playing at this level. I think we lost our way a little bit on the permadeath rules that we were doing. Well, no, let me rephrase that. I haven't broken any rules. I just think that the rules aren't hard enough that's allowed me to build this level of colony. And I probably could have got to the end game much quicker, this thing here. But I'm really happy with where we've gone so far. We've designed some really, really insane things. Let's just remind ourselves actually where we are. We have bot. That was a crazy build that was put together, and I'm really excited to see them building all of this colony. And the design is it's a very long design, and it's long because of all the power wheels that are underneath it. Remember, it was based on the power wheels that drive the electricity for this whole colony. We also added another little metal mine down there, which we're definitely gonna need. We also have Reservoir 3, not really sure its purpose anymore based on how much water we get on this map. On the rule that we only have one water source, I don't think this is going to be very effective. It will be, because when we do lose or if we win, whichever way it is, I am going to finish this colony. It might turn into the creative build. I don't know, but as I've said, I promise you, you will see it all working, and we'll see this full. But it's still fun to see them building it. Certainly when we get shots like this, which is this crazy cross section of material that is being put together to build this contraption. Remember how we said it, how the water flows up and down, and it's going to flow on enough level, drop down. It's going to be crazy. What do you know what this does remind me? What I do need to do is work out a drainage flow for this, because our Badwater is going to come back up here, and it will exit. Well, it'll exit down here. So we're going to have to find a way to probably sink it into the ground and get it out of the map as soon as we can. We haven't done that yet. That's something that we still need to do. But let's carry on looking around. It looks like Metal District is done, but it's kind of like this sleeping giant at the moment because of underground. We've got that factory, dirty water factory that we want to build, but this is probably more what the districts should look like on a permadeath. They are basic. They are focused purely on the extract of a certain material to help us get to the end game. So they're very basic in their construction compared to that bot one that we've just looked at. Then we have a few more things going on in our main district down here. We've got to finish the water storage areas. We have to finish our new extract plant that we've got being built up here, rerouting that so we can remove this down here. I mean, this whole area needs to be redeveloped in a more efficient way. And then we've got our food district, where we've been building our not dirty water, but non-drinking water, so the crops will have something to feed from when it is a bad water time. Because at the moment it's feeding from the drinking water into everywhere, which we don't really want. We want a separate tank, and that's what that's going to do. And then we have our new fungi district, which is, I love this. I'm so happy with the way this turned out. When you look at this compared to Bot in the background, this has everything it needs all compacted in, and it's turned into this quite beautiful steampunk-esque design. We've got the houses on the edge where the beavers sleep and they have fun, and then they go to work in the day, and then they come home and sleep at night. The whole concept came together really well. But I think halfway through this build, I realized that this probably wasn't in the spirit of a permadeath sort of playthrough anymore. But look, we are learning as we go, and these beavers have got a lot to build, and because they've got a lot to build, I need to get them more food. I can't keep having them die out every time that there's a drought, and so there's a few things that I've got to work on there. But the water is going up and the food is going up. I do need them to focus on food and get all of this built and working. And maybe that's somewhere management-wise we should start. Let's take a look at where we are with our numbers. 85 beavers are currently in Oakenwood. We have 50 beavers in our food district, which is actually quite helping. In fact, there's 9 beavers here that are not doing anything. That's not good. What can they do? Are they building? They are. I don't think there's any extra building places in food. So whatever they do is going to take them quite a long time to achieve. They're pulling water. This is built now, so we could. No, we need to close that, but I will set that to 80 as they should be. This is set to 80 as well, and we should be able to auto open that now. And then we can have water come through here. It should. I mean, I could bring it down to this level here. But I don't think that's going to help me because of all of this bad water that's running through here. It's just contaminating this land. So it's a bit of a waste of time. Flood a building. How did that happen? That was weird. Why did that happen? Hold on. I just need to go and have a look at something. Ah, okay. Oh, I see. It rebounded on itself, so it's all connected. Well, it flooded it and then it fixed itself, which is the main thing. So they've managed to plant all of this crop down here, which is great. And I kind of want to get water up here. Is that possible? Not how we've got it designed. It's not much we can do about that. There's a little bit of water got through here. How does water get to that section? Oh, it does come through here. They just haven't used the dynamite yet to do it. So as they dynamite that out, that's... Oh, as he says, as one goes off. This is going to get better. So maybe it's worth focusing them on that build there. What does it need? It needs logs. If they focus on building this, that means he can plant down there. And maybe I should also focus on getting them to finish that. And then they can build that there, and then that is a lot more food, which is great. And these beavers are really, I mean, they're dealing with this quite well. I don't see a lot of crop here that needs harvesting except for that down there. So let's open that one so they can get these out of the ground quicker. And then all of our factories are working. Oh, okay. Are we... Do we have... No, there's still space for them to put eggplants, so I'm not worried about that. Corn seems to be... Yeah, why is that? Corn takes 10 days to produce 2. 12 days to produce 3. I don't know. I don't know why corn is not doing as well. We should put some more cornfields in, looking at that. Problem is, I don't really have any space left to plant those unless we get rid of the trees, which I don't want to do. And I think down here it's soybeans and that cassava stuff. Because we run out of that quite quickly, where I mean, to be fair, we do have 1,200 rations of corn, so I'm kind of happy leaving that balance. Great, well, they've just finished him, so we're going to get a beaver come in now, and then he's going to, there he is, he's going to start planting all of that, and then we're going to start building that farmhouse, and I can hear them blowing up the tunnel under here, and every time they do that, more water is going to get to these areas here. What's this? Soybeans. Okay. Well, we'll let them plant this stuff, and then we'll see how much we get. And based on that, we'll make a decision on what we need to do with corn. We're not going to need these trees up here forever. This is just why we're trying to get as much resource out of this map as we possibly can. And I think I do need to build a forest district. In fact, that's probably something we're going to get to on this episode. We're going to build a new forest district. We could actually build it down here. I think we might actually. This looks like it could be a really good forest district, because we're not using it for food, and the food is doing okay right now, and no one's working in these. Right. Let's have a look. And there are a few berry bushes there that they could plant. We may as well make use of that space. He only needs to plant these and then we can turn him off again. How are we doing here? I mean, he has planted a lot of trees, which is great, but this, we are pumping so much water out of here for this storage. It's just not filling up with a lot of water. But we've seen that before. And the only way is going to be when all of these have got, when all of this water storage is full. And it does make me think that I should move some of these pumps up to the top, because this is the highest point. There is no chance that Reservoir 3 is going to get that high to let the water come across here to get to it. That's asking an awful lot from it. Some things to think about. And this is going to help me with the next permadeath I do. As we've seen in the previous episode, these pumps are pumping out so much water. You can see it flashing every now and again. It's not doing it as much as it used to. Yeah, there it goes. That means it's at the bottom of its water. It can't take out anymore. So if I was to turn another one of these on, that would just get worse. But I might risk it. Let's turn another one on. What you don't want to see is them stuttering. So they've got this really fluid movement. They haven't anymore because I've just turned that third one on. You want to see a fluid movement that you're getting. You don't want to see that. I think it's because I turned that one on. That's going to take a while for that to fix itself now. Okay, well, that was pointless there. But it still looks good. We might use it later when we die. We'll turn these aquifers on. We'll feed water back in there. Okay, how are we doing? Haven't I got any build? That's not good. Oh no, there is. Metal blocks. It's all about the metal blocks. So the metal blocks are coming from here, which is metal, and there's only one miner in there because there's only 2 beavers. Why is that? I wonder why that happened. Oh, it's because I moved them all out, didn't I? I must have left a baby in there or something, because there's 2. Well, let's put... We're going to put 20 back into metal. I think I took them out of metal so they would be able to build and do jobs here, which has worked. So we'll put them back into metal. We'll get some metal blocks being produced for us as quickly as we can. I think we've got 78 treated planks, which is great. And I'm happy with that. What I do wonder how I can get water over here as... Why aren't they doing this? Extract. It needs extract. It's got 6 extract in it. Okay. I do wonder how I can get water over here. It is starting to bother me now that that's not happening quick enough. So that comes over here. This is in, that's the hole there. So I want to prioritize a tunnel to here. Where's the best place to do that? There just isn't a good place to do it. I could... Where is our starting? It's there. Throw that up. Okay. So that comes through from there. Oh, it's just going to take me ages if I don't prioritize this stuff. What I want to do is connect. Is that going to work? I don't think it's going to work. I want to connect this. I don't want to expose that Badwater. No, I shouldn't do it. It should be fine. I want to connect this to that. That will then give me water. I just want to make sure that I'm not... No, I'm not. I just don't want to make sure I'm going to end up flooding it with bad water. We're going to make this a priority through here. We're also going to make this tunnel a priority to here. Has that already got water in it? Yeah, that's already got water in it. Should be able to see a... We won't see a hole because it's not blown out yet, is it? So what I need to do is... I can't see a... Hold on. I've got a feeling we might need to do another... There we go. Right, make you important, and then I need to get a staircase down to this, and then we can start heading the way we need to get to it. How am I going to do that? Spiral. No, we don't need a spiral there. We need that there. No, that's not good enough. What am I doing?